There was once a place that held the entire knowledge of the ancient world. A sanctuary of science, philosophy, art, mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. It stood as a symbol of human potential. Until one day, it vanished in smoke and flame. This is the story of the greatest library ever built. And how, in one devastating chapter of history, the day knowledge died. Welcome to the burning of the Library of Alexandria. The year is around 300 BCE. The place is Alexandria, a city founded by Alexander the Great on the Mediterranean coast of Egypt. At its height, Alexandria wasn't just a trade port or political capital. It was the intellectual heart of the ancient world. At the center of it all stood the Great Library of Alexandria, an institution unlike anything before or since. Commissioned by Ptolemy Isoter, a former general of Alexander. The library's mission was simple but bold: to collect every book, every scroll, every piece of written knowledge on Earth. They sent ships across Greece, Rome, India, Mesopotamia, even intercepting texts from passing vessels to be copied before returning them. It's estimated the library held between 400,000 to over 1 million scrolls at its peak. Imagine a place where the thoughts of Aristotle, Plato, and Pythagoras lived alongside early Hindu cosmology, Egyptian medicine, and Babylonian mathematics. Here's just a sample of what scholars believe may have been in the library. Maps of the known world. Treatises on astronomy, suggesting the Earth orbited the Sun centuries before Copernicus. Surgical manuals describing brain and eye surgeries. Philosophical writings lost to time, dialogues from thinkers we've never heard of. Even the legendary mathematician Archimedes is believed to have corresponded with Alexandria's scholars. This was more than a library. It was the internet of the ancient world. So who used this treasure trove? Welcome to the Mauseon, the Temple of the Muses. It was more like a modern research institute than a quiet reading room. Think of it: a place where poets, scientists, historians, and philosophers lived, studied, and collaborated full-time. They were given food, shelter, and stipends, all in pursuit of knowledge. Notable scholars included Eratosthenes, who calculated the Earth's circumference with remarkable precision; Hipparchus, who developed star catalogs; Herophilos, the first to conduct human dissections. They weren't just preserving knowledge, they were creating it. And then it vanished. But here's the twist. There was no single burning of the library. No one-night catastrophe. Instead, history gives us multiple suspects and multiple tragedies. First, Julius Caesar, 48 BCE. During his civil war, Caesar set fire to his own ships in Alexandria's harbor. The flames spread to parts of the city, possibly reaching the library. Plutarch claimed 40,000 scrolls were lost in the chaos. But was it the main library or a nearby depot? Second, Theophilus and the rise of Christianity, 391 CE. Centuries later, pagan temples were targeted as the Roman Empire embraced Christianity. The Serapeum, a secondary library or storage annex, was destroyed by mobs. This wasn't just flames, it was a philosophical purge. Pagan knowledge was branded as heresy. Third, the Muslim conquest, 642 CE. There's a controversial story that Caliph Omar ordered the burning of the remaining scrolls, saying, "If these books agree with the Quran, they are redundant. If they disagree, they are heretical." But modern historians debate whether this event happened at all. In truth, the library may have died slowly. From neglect, war, politics, and shifting values. It's impossible to know the full extent of what we lost. But consider this. Only about 1% of Greek literature survives today. We know names of over 700 ancient thinkers whose works have completely vanished. Just imagine. Philosophies we never debated. Medical cures lost to time. Inventions we had to rediscover centuries later. Entire worldviews that simply evaporated. Some historians believe humanity may have lost hundreds of years of progress in science and technology. What if the Library of Alexandria had survived? Could we have discovered electricity in the 1st century? Launched satellites in the Middle Ages? Mapped DNA before the Renaissance? It's speculative, yes, but not impossible. The library represented momentum, a momentum that was broken. And in that break, the world forgot what it once knew. Today, we live in an age of limitless information. We have more knowledge on a smartphone than Alexandria ever held. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Knowledge can still be lost. Not by fire, but by neglect, by disinformation, by censorship, by apathy. What we lost in Alexandria isn't just scrolls. We lost a mindset, a belief that knowledge is sacred, that preserving it, expanding it, and sharing it matters. The burning of the Library of Alexandria may be the greatest tragedy in intellectual history, but it can also be a warning and an inspiration. What we choose to preserve today, what we choose to protect, to share, and to fight for, will shape the future of human civilization. Don't let knowledge die again. If this story moved you, share it. Leave a comment. Subscribe for more deep dives into lost history, untold truths, and the mysteries of our world.